welcome to the Anomaly Presents podcast, the podcast about the genre movies that inspired a genre film festival. That's the Anomaly Film Festival, coming soon, November 8th through 12th, 2023, in beautiful Rochester, New York, at the historic Little Theater. How many more adjectives can I add in? Probably plenty, but I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take that down so you can see our beautiful faces. If you're on Twitch, we are doing this live on Twitch. We're going to talk about Lord and Miller's debut feature before the Spiderverse. We got a little appetizer, an amuse-bouche. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yay.
So good.
Yay. Amuse-bouche, my favorite words.
And to chop it up in this visual feast, we've got our podcastronauts for this week. We'll start with Megan Murphy.
Hi, I'm Megan. I know we do this the same way every time, but it still catches me off guard. But I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about food and issues and Chicken Brent.
Chicken Brent. Also, we've got KP, Kristen Pelk Pacheco. Hi.
Hi, KP. I'm America. Sorry, it was just too good not to.
You took my intro.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, man. And finally, making their triumphant return to the podcast.
Yay!
Welcome back. It's Aaron Murphy.
If I could unmute myself.
That's you.
I saw you want it so bad. You wanted it so bad.
I have to use my pinky because the other fingers are chicken brented.
They're chicken Brent fingers.
They're chicken brent.
I know.
Sounds terrible. But hi, I'm here. I'm queer. I am, in fact, drinking somewhat of a beer. And also, I didn't eat food all day, so I have to eat some chicken Brent. So thank you for those joining us on my dinner podcast. Thank you.
Don't ruin wings for me by associating them with. I love chicken Brent. I do not wish to eat chicken Brent.
Yeah,
or
the chickens at the end are horrifying, and also how he's like trying to calm Sam. I know we're jumping literally to the end.
I was going to say this is. We're doing this very Rashomon here tonight.
He's trying to calm Sam, and he's like hugging her, and I'm just like, oh God, he's got to be so gross.
Can you imagine just how slimy?
Yep.
Currently, yes, I.
Oh yeah, yes. Aaron, very much in the theme, eating while we go.
Covered in schmaltz.
Yeah, that's schmaltz. Yuck.
Yeah, it's a great word. I love it. Word. It's got all the flavor, but it is, fat and grease and slippery.
And I imagine chicken Brent to be garlic parm.
He's not a lemon pepper.
He's not a lemon pepper. He's a garlic parm.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything peppery coming from chicken Brent.
Gosh, I never thought that far into it. I gotta be honest. Yeah. I don't know if I like being this deep.
We'll put a pin in that because I'm sure there was something on AO3 about what flavor chicken Brent is.
What?
There was there's not much there. I mean, this came out in 2009. So the only fan fiction thing I stumbled upon was that Hitler/Jesus. And I didn't click into that because I didn't need the government. Yeah. The government already knows too much about probably what I'm reading.
You just took a screenshot and then backed out because you're a professional.
And I said, why is this in the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? It doesn't belong here.
Leave.
The only way I could see something involving both of those figures would be a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Well, no, we'll go to another Miller and Lord work that I was watching before this, Clone High.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
But it didn't. The description, it had nothing to do with Clone High. So,
KP, thank you for your service. Yes. Bravo.
I don't have what's the word I'm looking for? Not cojones. The
iron mullet.
I don't have I don't have the stomach literally for what you do, KP. Because what you see and read, you can't unsee and unread.
It's true.
Yeah, it was the cats one. Yeah, that was the cats one was the beginning
Nope.
of the end for that.
Yeah.
For me. And then there was anything after that was
It's just
neck and neck with the slasher fandom, but
Amazing.
We're gonna go real off base for a second. What I didn't realize is how much there is for Ghostface out there. I had no idea that people were that into Ghostface, but boy howdy, they really like some Ghostface.
Oh yeah, because you got Billy Loomis and Brain Block. Stu.
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stu.
Lillard.
Ghostface can really be anybody. So super easy just to pop in your flavor of Ghostface and like go to town. No thank you.
Literally.
We'll go to town.
Please never phrase it that way again.
Listen, all I'm saying is like, listen. If you're gonna be a monster fucker, fuck a real monster, okay? Those are mainly just high schoolers under there. I'm not interested.
Yeah, the high schoolers and Billy Loomis's mom.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And you're like
God.
20 years late for that one, but
So if you're listening or watching this, you've no doubt ascertained we're talking about the children's movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
oh yeah, okay, so we'll get back on track now.
Can't get off the rails. We never get on them.
Oh wait, Aaron's got something
Yes,
before
Aaron,
we
what
I had a
before-
question. I just want to know how we got here from Cloudy
Slasher
with Chance of
fandom.
Meatballs.
It's the AO3
AO3.
cross universe. You just crossover fix. You just it's like your Island in the Sky. Remember Island in the Sky? What was that one where it was like Kenny Rogers? We got all the way to like Boston Market or something off of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've done this in the past.
Kenny
Yeah,
Rogers Roasters. First of all, Kenny Rogers Roasters had
By
the
Miss
best
Monique.
rotisserie check-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
rotisserie
Yeah,
chickens. we
see,
brought it
and
back.
Hey,
now we're right on
now
back.
we're back on track.
Yeah.
And no matter you can't run away. What was I gonna say?
From
You
your
can't
own
run from your own
feet.
feet. Thank you. It's like-
Truly, the wisdom of this movie.
You can't run away from your own feet. Listen,
I was like, that's some deep shit, man. That's some deep shit.
This out the gate has been one of the more chaotic episodes already. I'm enjoying this. This is great. So
yeah.
I guess I'll start with where I thought I was going to start.
because I'm
and
back. Because
It's
I
got to
am
be.
back.
We're just so excited to see Aaron that we're
Yeah.
losing it.
Yeah. Danny is gone, by the way. She said bye.
We've embarrassed your cat.
After that conversation, Salador, I'm afraid to ask in what way.
No.
Chicken.
Yeah, we're not helping. We're being a very bad influence.
So I guess the first question I was going to ask is, was anybody familiar with this as a kid's book? Aaron?
Sure was.
You read it when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, 100% read it. Well, it was read to me
Sure.
by the school district for which I was
It's not
raised.
me.
at.
I have no memory of it.
No, you didn't read it to me.
What?
No.
I was terrified that I had no memory
was-
of it.
This was read within the theme of Strega.
I was just going to say,
Dragonona?
yeah,
No,
this
Yeah.
thank you.
I remember.
forever in my head. This book
In
is
my
married
head.
to
To that
Stregonona.
book, yes,
Yeah.
correct. It was that same. It was like, I don't know if they had like a spaghetti night of like, let's read a spaghetti day. Let's read kids stories about spaghetti. I don't know, but I remember reading those books the same day in school, and I think it was like first or second grade. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
I was young.
Yeah, same. And it was one of my favorite books, like at the time. And then, we grew up, and then I heard this movie was coming out, and I went, how the hell are they going to make that?
How are they gonna make my mountain of pancakes with the butter on the top?
We got it in the
Movie
Eiffel
makes me so
Tower.
hungry.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, not to give it away, but it's not bad. That's all I guess. It's not bad.
Well, I mean, it's been out 15 years. I imagine most folks have seen
It
it.
has not been out 15 years.
2009. We're just shy.
13,
Yeah.
14.
That's not
It'll be
how time
14.
works.
It'll be 14 in September because I looked it up because
Aw.
Right.
there are those movies
really
where
love
you're
you.
like, this is
This
a
movie
core part
Yeah.
of your personality, right? Like if you want to get to know me, this is probably a movie to watch. And I spent most of my junior year junior year in college, talking about this movie, and trying to sell all of my friends on it.
Aw.
But unfortunately,
Love it.
they were obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon, which came out in March. So I had a couple months of head start, but it wasn't enough. I think it's just too
No.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragons fine. The meatballs from the sky, that's a step too far.
Well,
I
How to
mean,
Train Your Dragons is more of a
ratbirds?
straight shooter. Like,
Yeah,
It's true.
Fair
ratbirds
enough.
are toothless.
listen, yeah, those
Right.
ratbirds killed me.
I
I will
love
say,
the
like, the
ratbird.
commit to like the bit with every single one of his inventions was great. Like the ratbirds showing up, like when the cheeseburgers first fall, and there's one in the trash can. They're taking Cal away, like
Kids
I just love
away.
that, like, they
Play
linger in
dead.
the town. This is a mistake he made that
Oh.
continues on beyond him.
They're flying off into like their final battle, and they're being carried, accompanied by the ratbirds.
The
I
ratbirds.
just the end when the
Fair.
title card comes up, ratbird.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the ratbirds, but the gummy bears do beat them out a little in my heart because they're terrifying little bastards.
They are horrible.
It's a nightmare, and I love them.
Oh yeah, that whole scene with Steve just like going bananas because like, and again, like we've alluded to it because I want to know now if that's how he gets around gummy bears. Like, what was the incident where
Right? There's history, right? There's history. He ripped the heart out of a gummy bear.
Yeah,
Just
we-
mull
no,
around it.
Yeah, he pulled
you
the
don't do that
cane out
stuff-
and
yeah.
just like,
Like, that's not a neutral action. There is
No.
history behind that.
By the way, did the theater go nuts when you saw it and Steve jumped out on the wing and just started going ham on the gummy bears?
of
Yes.
course, of
Yes.
course.
Of course.
I remember seeing it and it rivaled like the Avengers as far as how much people went ape shit.
Oh,
It's
when
just
everybody
great,
came
like,
out,
we've been
yeah.
building
Yeah.
up. Like,
Said-
Steve is like just a pressure cooker. Like, there's something going on there, and it was gonna eventually blow.
Yeah, 'cause
Just
he didn't get the
eventually.
mustache. I still laugh at that part every time when he's trying to rip the dad's mustache
Trying to
off,
get
and he's
the
like
dad's
on his
mustache.
shoulder, and he's like the fangs are coming out. Also, that kills me that that's Neil Patrick Harris's voice.
Yeah, I love the whole running thing
perfect.
that like Flint thinks he's like a really smart monkey, and like he's not. He's kind of a violent creature that you've allowed to live with you, but will eventually snap one day.
Oh yeah, Steve is eating his face, hands down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
He's not trained him at all.
I mean, a nope is going to happen in that
On
lab someday.
I
On the
can
note of a
Yeah.
violent creature, I have chicken Brent all over my fingers.
Huh?
I will be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Continue
Yeah,
the
do what you gotta do.
podcast,
yeah, don't
but
touch
if
your
I
eyes.
don't get
Yeah.
if I don't get chicken Brent off my fingers, I will freak out.
Tell
Yep.
Danny to
You're
put
good.
the headphones on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna. Well, Danny disappeared. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
where
she's
she is
gonna
in this
jump up
one.
and take your place. I can
Pretty
see
much, she might. So if
Okay.
she starts talking,
Okay.
It.
Yep.
Well,
Aaron,
listen.
off to the Phantom Zone.
Yes.
Gasp!
We probably
Danny's
should
like,
start
"I'm
from
sorry,
the
can you
beginning
see
of
me?"
this movie, by the way. Like we do
Yeah,
need to go back to the beginning. Because the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah,
is
yeah.
great.
It is.
We meet Flint. He creates his spray-on shoes to deal with the untied shoe epidemic. but he
Which
can't-
genius. I would love a pair.
Oh, yeah, they're sparkly, but they're black, so they could still be formal for any event.
And they're
Exactly.
forever. So, congrats.
I do want to know about the case of trench foot he no doubt has.
Oh, 100%. I was thinking about that this time. And
Just starts it
His-
up from a young age. This has just been him.
Yeah.
yep, he's a thinker, but he doesn't understand the consequences, and he is misunderstood by everyone but his mom, who sees that, he should be encouraged and he will grow into it.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever grows into it, but I love him.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet in the films. May give him another decade or two. Maybe like he needs to hit 50, 60 to mellow out.
He gets to his dad's age and goes, "Oh yeah, no, I was causing a lot of issues
Oh
there."
God, his dad with the eyebrow.
Oh, I love it. Look me in the eye and
Um,
tell me this isn't going to end badly. That
Every
killed
time
me.
when he raised, yeah, I die every time because they've set it up so well that like he has those eyebrows, you don't see his eyes, so when you do, you're like,
He's
this
like-
is serious.
yeah,
and
he means
hilarious.
it.
Yeah, I just like this is fantastic. But I understand, like he's not a he's a bit of a reserved dad, so that's tough, I think, for Flint.
And it's that whole like they're both passionate about what they're passionate about, and they just can't get on the same
Yeah.
wavelength, right? Like Dad's life is sardines, which God, that the beginning always grosses me out so bad. Swallow Falls. They have to eat all the sardines because everyone realized sardines are super gross. Like
This time I
God.
watched it with the kid. And when I tell you, he howled when that front page of the paper went by. It just says sardines are gross.
Yeah.
And didn't
It
stop
landed.
until the guy popped the sardine.
Oh,
Just
the juice.
juiced it.
The juice. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
They do a good setup. You know this character. You know his deal.
Yeah.
You know why this town might particularly like other food choices. Like,
Yes.
my God, what a nightmare.
Yeah. They dislike sardines almost as much as they dislike Flint.
Yes.
Which I think is pretty impressive.
It's yeah, neck and neck.
I'm just picturing
Sardines or
too
this
that
kid.
because and then we're introduced to his inventions, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's trying to use to create food in his little lab that I don't know how they got the permits for that.
Yeah.
But
It's one we don't
it's
ask.
like literally like a water tower up there, but it doesn't work. He knocks the power out, and so his dad's like, "Listen, bud, we gotta stop. We need you at the shop. Enough of this nonsense. Get your head out of the clouds." And then we go through the Ratbirds, the monkey thought translator, and the TV, which is the remote control.
The remote
TV,
control TV is my favorite.
terrifying.
Because it is also free in the
Sentient.
town, as we see.
Yeah.
Not to skip ahead, but like the riot part where the TV steals a person from the store.
So good.
I was like, the movie would have been worth it for that visual joke alone. And it's just a guy, and he picks him up and he takes him away.
It's the thing I love about this movie so much is that their Chekhov's guns are just scattered all over the place, and not one goes unfired. Like every single setup has a punchline. There is nothing forgotten. There's nothing left on the bone, and it makes me so happy.
When we're talking to Steve, we learned that the color code. So what we know, like he does not like, is it yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, which just sets up like for some reason again a history.
Danger. Yeah.
Yeah, like something with a gummy bear in yellow in his past.
Yes.
The lemon gummy bears do suck. I get it.
Harborough are the worst gummy bears. Thank you.
And scene.
Oh no. Oh no. Aaron's about to be kicked from the podcast, I think.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Danny is so mad that she wasn't on camera just now. At Michael Curry is pissed.
That was great.
Got the boot.
Besmirch Haribo again at your own risk.
We can finish this at the next meeting when we're all in person.
We'll
have it out.
Belongs on too. This 100% belongs in the movie snack argument bracket.
Absolutely. Could we please do a gummy bear?
Well, I don't know.
We did snack cakes.
I don't know if we can handle it. You just saw what happened right now.
Already.
Yeah, I get serious about. I mean, gummies are important.
Oh, is gummy bears gonna break apart Anomaly?
Yeah, that's gonna be it. That was it.
That was it. That's the bridge too far.
I'm gonna tell you all, I don't like gummy bears.
Really?
I'll eat Sour Patch Kids, and that's kind of about it.
Not to make this
we're professionally finished here.
You know what? We can talk about this later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll have to.
Yes, we know Steve has a problem with gummy bears. What else happens? So then he starts helping. Flint starts helping in the shop, and everyone's going to see the big reveal that the mayor spent all the town's money on with nobody's approval. Shout out to Bruce Campbell for
Bruce Campbell. He's such a great voice. He has that smarm right there. You know? Oh.
Yeah, the perfect evil kind of mayor.
We'll keep the beaches open kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's July 4th.
Yep. Yes. And we meet Brent for the first as an adult. He comes and he kicks all the cans. I'm like, he's still doing this shtick.
What's amazing is that we meet Brent in a diaper first, and yet that's not the most terrifying thing he will be wearing later. Like,
And we see him
well,
several times in that diaper.
Yeah.
yeah, baby Brent, is it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you're
One
a
too
grown
many
man.
times.
What's amazing to me in this movie is other movies would just have Brent as a villain the entire time.
Oh, for sure.
You know, he's like the rich jerk. I appreciate that this film finds depths in Brent that maybe
And Chicken Brent, yep.
yeah, like he steps up. Like he's given an opportunity to not be like a rich, shallow jerk, and he fully gets like I guess I'm assuming eaten by a chicken. Then he basically fights his way like a phoenix, or I guess a chicken back to life and to like meaning as he becomes the chicken and like takes over the chicken's body corpse. I don't know how that
Yeah,
works,
I don't-
But he
was
finds new
reborn.
purpose.
Yeah.
He finds his purpose.
Yeah, he was reborn, and I'm like, no longer a diaper baby, now a rotisserie chicken man.
Yeah.
Rotisserie chicken man.
Yeah,
I will say that's like you bringing that up is one of those things that I love about this movie is that like each of these characters have full complete kind of personalities and arcs that they need to complete, right? Like every single one of them. We're not just following Flint, like his dad, Sam, I mean even Manny we spend time with like
Manny,
learning,
yeah.
right? Like
Manny.
Chicken Brent, like these are all
Manny's
full kind of feel
fascinating.
complete characters and
Yeah.
we get to spend 90 minutes with them, but they each go they each get their time to shine.
Like the love interest, Sam, she gets like she has her own thing. She's trying to figure out her own way. She wants to have this career, but she's at the beginning, you know, and she's got to take these weird jobs. And I love the nerdification of her.
That's very
Put
Shrek,
the glasses on,
right?
and then the Jello scrunchie.
Oh my god, when he's like
The noise that makes.
yeah.
It is disconcerting.
Yes.
Okay, so
we
let's
haven't
see
even
here.
mentioned Earl. Like that's the cop, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
His chest hairs
tingling when there's problems.
when there's
Listen,
danger.
the best thing I will like the voice acting in this movie I could wax poetic about for forever, but like even just the way Mr. T says Flint Lockwood, like it's just the way he says it is ingrained in my brain. Like when I want to say Flint Lockwood, I want to say it like Mr. T says it.
Yeah, because it never deviates. It's always that same tone.
Lockwood. It's like
well, for him, Flint is just another problem that he has to solve in the town.
Yeah.
He's putting his son at risk with those rappers and that menace of a TV running around the town.
They're all dangers, and they're all because of Flint.
Yeah, he can't catch them. But I did watch because I had this on Blu-ray, so I watched the special features, and they did an interview with like all the voice actors, and one of the things that Lord and Miller was saying was that they wanted to make like kind of an action movie, but like with all of the little archetypes, and then kind of flip them all. Right, so Earl would be your traditional action star, but he's got your heart of gold because he loves his son. It's like super adorable. I'm like, yeah, Flint's just the evil scientist.
It's a good point. He's the problem.
Yes,
100%. He is actually the issue in this whole thing.
Yeah. So, so we get to Flint needs more power,
right?
So he's gonna go steal it from the town.
From the town, he's gonna go to the new power station built for the amusement park.
Yes, they can plug it right on in while everybody's there. And we see, was it Shamo? It's all the sardine land. Worst bit of money ever spent.
Oh God.
That sardine did not want to go through that hoop of fire.
Oh no, it was sweating.
It was so like,
he said, I'm supposed to jump through that?
No.
Also, I'm curious what that the sardine tin can ride was. Like, was it literally you just get rolled into a coffin and then like it gets unrolled?
I think that's it. I think that's like, ta-da!
Yeah, you get your choice. That's filled with water or oil, and you just climb in.
No.
Okay.
Man.
No.
That's sardine land.
What? You
Yeah.
would have preferred tomato sauce?
Yeah.
Not
Aaron's
good.
going to like voluntarily turn themselves off now. I'm
Yep.
I'm gone.
And adios.
Tinned fish is a big thing. It's the hip new thing for everybody to eat. See, if this movie came out now, it wouldn't even be an issue.
Wait.
Mercury poisoning would be the issue.
Yeah.
What?
Do people eat sardines out of a can?
Yeah. Yeah, quite often.
Yeah. I know someone that does. They used to work at a pizza shop. Or no, it was anchovies.
Whoa,
My
Anchovies,
mistake.
yeah.
Anchovies
Yeah,
are
but-
different than sardines.
They
Yes.
are. They're smaller, right?
Yeah.
don't know, they're
Anchovies you
just
can almost like
dead.
spread on a piece of paper,
Spread,
on a
yeah.
toast.
So gross.
But people like take tinned fish and put it on like crackers and bread or sandwiches, or
Oh,
that's how
I-
Alton Brown lost a bunch of weight. I think it's because he was so grossed out by the fact that he was eating sardines all the time.
Hey, I kind of like sardines. Not as much as an entire town's worth, but like I can eat them. I like
You want them
anchovies too.
candied.
listen, I have a lot of family members. You know,
Damn it, KP.
that one and a few and another person I'm with that eats oysters, smoked oysters out of a can on crackers.
Gross.
Yep.
Okay, we should talk about the bounty of food then.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Let's
so
get to
Flint.
it.
Yeah, because we still got it. We meet Sam.
We meet
She's
Sam.
the intern that's been sent there. Al Roker is like doesn't take her seriously. She messes up her intro, and then
In the best way
Flint's-
possible.
oh yeah, and then Flint's he sets the machine off and he goes shooting off into the sky and ruins Sardine Land, and the machine goes up into the clouds, right?
Into
and then
atmosphere.
into the atmosphere because
That
he
whole
did it
park
on
must have been-
purpose.
Of course. Of course. It's not the fact that the Sardine Land was so shoddily built that
Oh no.
a person that weighs 120 pounds being fired around by a lawnmower engine would take the whole thing down in 5 minutes.
Whole thing, and then Shamo goes through the hoop and then gets eaten by the rat birds. Rip.
Ah!
R.I.P.
He was so proud of himself for going
Gone
through
too
that
soon.
hoop.
Scared.
Gone
too
too
soon.
soon. Yep. So everyone's disappointed because Flint ruined everything like he always does. And and then he's lamenting on the pier. Sam shows up, puts her feet in his eyeballs.
Just heels right in the eyeballs.
His heels directly.
By the,
Amazing.
I do want to take a moment to say
Yeah.
one of my favorite Lord and Miller running jokes is things running into glass or faces running into glass and getting weird. Because this is the first time you see it in this one. And then the part I've laughed at the hardest in Spiderverse is when he's got the snowman face and hits the subway, and it goes from smiling to frowning. So there's a runner
Yeah.
in these Lord and Miller animated films. It's the same thing with Lego movie with Liam Neeson's face, the cop's face.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I saw Across the Spider-Verse again today, and there's the kid who's like licking the glass on the subway. Miles is like, please don't do that.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know
I haven't
what? I
seen
had
the
that
newest
but it
one.
is.
Spoiler: there's a kid that licks a window.
So gross.
It's disgusting.
Yes, but yeah, that's a good visual gag that
Yeah.
they find. Here we are, over a decade later, and they're still finding fun new ways
Still
to
funny.
implement it.
So funny.
You know what? You keep putting it in, I'll keep laughing at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sam puts her heels directly into Flint's eyes.
And then she
So-
figures out he's the one that ruined her chance to get on TV.
It's a real meat
then-
cute.
Yep, and then she says, "Oh, you know what? Is it? Does it start raining the food now with the cheeseburgers?
Yeah,
'Cause
almost
one cheeseburger
immediately.
goes in the trash can. The rat bird flies away with it, and then they
Ratbird,
start picking up the sandwiches and eating it. And she's like, "You did it on purpose because of the clouds." You know, her first kind of saying something intelligent, right? I think.
Yeah.
Around here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
she takes
Yeah.
it
Like,
back.
if it been done on purpose, that's why
Yes.
Sam's smart
Mhm.
and wants to think that Flint. Well, obviously, because this happened, you must have done this on purpose.
Like, no, he can't see 2 feet in front of his spray-on
God.
shoes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then and then the food puns begin and they
Oh
don't
my
stop.
God.
So good.
They
This is
do
what it's like
not
when I
stop.
realize I need to eat before I watch this film.
I will
Oh
say,
my
even here
God.
we are, all these years later, I'd still say like the visuals look fantastic.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful. It is
That
both beautiful
cloud
and delicious.
when
The-
it first comes in.
The cotton candy cloud, like that really
candy
like
cloud,
pink
yeah.
billowing, almost like psychedelic looking. Oh, it's gorgeous.
This is how I die.
And the
Take me, food weather.
cheeseburgers look so good.
Yeah.
And
The ice cream.
oh yeah. Well, I was laughing. So part of the voice acting thing, I think when they were interviewing Anna Faris and Bill Hader, they like cut to them in the actual room where they're recording with each other, and they're just like shoving cheeseburgers in their mouth. So like actual, to get the sound right. Like
I love that
Nice.
commitment.
yeah.
I could do a cheeseburger. Babe, could you eat a cheeseburger?
Fresh out.
But
Honey,
yeah, that
honey.
cracked me up.
God.
Where they're just
Everything-
eating cheeseburger after cheeseburger to make the sound right. And then
What-
what? Oh, he takes her to the lab, right?
Yeah. Well, do we get the snowball fight first?
Oh no, we don't get the snowball
Okay,
fight until
okay,
like
that comes
later, because that's when
later.
he's popular and he's taking
Yeah.
all the requests.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
that's where we
yes.
get the scene with the dad with the eyebrows.
Uh-huh.
He's
Oh
like,
my
"Look me in the
God.
eye.
Look
There's
me
a
in the
girl
eye.
here." And then another one of my favorite little bits where he clearly has not planned any of this, right? All this is an accident, so he needs to distract her so that he can communicate with like the
For
Flintstone
3
for
hours.
for 3 hours with a cat video. So relatable. I'm just
I can't believe I've been watching this for 3 hours.
yes.
One of my favorite lines in the entire movie. I can't believe
Amazing.
you've been watching this for 3 hours.
And then tries to get her to say the Flintstone. I'm still not even saying it right. I think Bill Hader is the only person who says it correctly.
Yeah,
From what I
that's
can
just
see.
Sounds right. Flidisms for.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
what?
God.
You know what it
That's right.
reminded me of? The man with two brains.
Man with
Has
two
anybody
brains?
seen that? Yes.
Exactly. Mrs.
Have y'all-
Harshoffenfucker.
Yeah. Have y'all seen that? The man with two brains. Have we talked
It's been
about
a
this
long
before?
time.
It's been a long time, but I didn't see
So-
it.
His name is Dr. Har.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
I
so
heard.
nobody can say it right.
And he's the only one in the movie. So he'll introduce himself. Hi, I'm Dr. Har. And it's always like the same, like, and every time I
Yep.
hear Bill Hader do the name of the machine, I'm like, oh, this is like so man with two brains. It's brilliant.
Oh yeah. Lord and Miller couldn't even say it right. They were not
Oh, no.
copying what he was saying when they were saying it.
Like, Bill, you got this. You got it. You got it, buddy.
Whatever
should've
you want it
seen-
to be is what it is.
You should have seen the closed captions struggling.
Struggling to get it. I don't even know what it says. I watched it with captions.
It
Unintelligible.
started with the letters like
Flip? Yeah.
flip,
And then
then
unintelligible.
when she would like try it, it tried to like it did an okay job for Lucifer. Because they were technically saying something different every time. So it
Yeah.
just did a little bit. It was interesting. I said, good job, Captioner.
And then now they can make made to order food. So they start with breakfast, don't they? The eggs,
Yep.
the sunny side up, and then we get our, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
This will never turn bad.
No,
this is always going to be
just
this
riding
good.
high. Everything, nothing could go wrong with this. Oh, and then
And then
Flint.
the funnel and
The mouth funnels, the stores.
funnel
I was
store.
switching over. I was like writing some of the store names down. It was like the mouth funnel store, Just Ham, the one for the bibs.
how to get rid of all the extra food.
Oh my god, that freaking thing was killing me.
The
where he's
food
just,
pole.
yeah, yay.
The gas station turned to like the gas X station. So
Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
was a good one.
Oh,
Yep, for the heartburn, like I guess. Yep.
Yeah. All those clever little details. Some of them go by pretty fast, but when
Yeah.
you're watching, you're like, oh, that's adorable. That's so cute. They are very good at world building. Like this is
Yes.
the world,
It's why it holds up after 14 years. And how
I was
many
gonna
times
s-
have we seen this?
Yeah.
I would say just in general, foundationally, I'm talking to y'all obviously, and you know this, but like the best movies that I thoroughly enjoy have the best world building, and the ones that stand up for me year after year, a decade, 10 years later, are the ones that have a well built world in it, like Ocean's 11.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I was wondering.
On that
I was
note.
wondering. Your first time back in a bit, and I'm like, there's just no way.
Yep.
There's no way we make this through.
I
this
was
without
actually
Ocean's
going
11
in my
reference.
head like, I don't have to, but you have to. No, you don't. It's
Oh,
you though.
yeah.
But you don't have to.
You
But
took a
I
breath and you were
kinda
cooking
do.
there. You were cooking the thought. You said, let me wait a second.
So, folks, if you
Yeah.
were laying your bets up on DraftKings, that's at 35 minutes that came up.
Yeah.
Did you see me?
So-
I tripped over my words because my brain was like,
Suey, is now the time? Is it time now?
The line was at 15, so if you took the over, you win the bet. It's 35 minutes this time.
So is it Jello building time now?
Oh, well, first and foremost,
No.
like the way that the requests all come in kill me.
every time.
Because I think the requests come in first, and I think ice cream happens before he
Okay,
takes her on the date. But like the way that old man says avocado, literally,
Avocado.
I think of that every time somebody says avocado. Like literally, just rewired my brain. That one, and when he's yelling, when the mayor and him are fighting at the end, and he's like, "It's nice to beat you," and he just yells, "That's a radish." Anytime somebody says radish, literally, all my response is, "That's a radish." I don't. My brain is mush up here.
Yeah,
It's
this movie ruined you.
oh yeah.
I know this is from the sequel, but there's a leak in the boat.
Oh, 100.
A leak screaming in the boat will never ever not kill me completely.
I ate all those up. There's a pun for you. Hey.
Yeah.
I know I am friends with the right people because your brain functions like mine, because there's cues that people say that either cue music in my head or
Yep.
cue other quotes, and it'll never not be that scene in that movie, the way something said it in a movie
Yep.
or a song. And every time I have to stop myself, depending on who I'm around or if I'm in a professional setting, from going into singing or quoting a movie that nobody knows what I'm doing around me.
The worst is like it's okay when you can play it off, but like the one I physically have to stop myself from doing is in Clue. I have there are a lot of people that say to make a long story short, and I have to stop my body from just yelling too late. It's bad because that's disrespectful.
Not only will they not know who's quoting something,
I mean, always appropriate though. Disrespectful but appropriate. If anybody tells long story short,
it always is because like. But yeah, I have to physically stop myself from being like, no, you're at work. You can't say things like that.
So that means with the ice cream where we get the
now we get the ice cream
joke, which kills me every time.
genius.
Oh, well, that too, and like also we get a little bit of like character work here because Flint has just had a misunderstanding with his father. And now Earl is there playing Flint, like, I thought you'd understand. I was like, oh, we got him. Because, you're always mean to me. I don't want to do it. I have a lot of requests, but he got him. And I just want to show my son that I love him. Oh, damn.
Ow.
Then yes, the ice cream bit. There are so many great things. Yes, is
vanilla,
that my favorite strawberry?
And the one kid in the strawberry. I was like, that's it.
Brilliant.
That's the band that's always left. I don't know any place where the strawberry's the first to go in that thing.
Not once. Not in the history of Neapolitan ice cream has the strawberry gone first.
Ever see the
It's thrown
truth
out.
put on screen, like just so crystal clear?
You had a moment.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like I saw a universal truth in this cartoon. And it was the strawberry will always be at the end.
Yep.
I always wondered why we got Neapolitan ice cream when I was younger.
Just get vanilla and chocolate.
Nobody eats the
strawberry.
They didn't make the tuxedo yet. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Perry's now makes tuxedo, and we don't have to deal with
And
strawberry
it was
anymore.
always Perry's with the carton falling apart.
Mhm.
Falling
Yeah,
apart.
It's
I'm like,
just
why
stuck
was
in
it-
there.
Chunks, and then it's
Freezer
like
burn.
chunks of freezer burn, like mushy strawberry chunks. God
Yeah.
damn, the worst.
Oh, work.
I was gonna
I guess
say,
there was one kid. Was that
It was not
the
Cal,
son?
if that's what you're. No,
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't
I'm
Cal. I
forgetting.
think Cal falls in the vanilla, but it's
The
just some kid,
vanilla.
and then he says like strawberry's my favorite. But
Yeah, I'm
whoever
like,
did
oh,
that line,
buddy.
thank you.
I'm like, oh, buddy. I mean, it's garbage, but
Good for
I'm glad
you.
that you know what you like.
yeah,
You can
Yes.
be wrong.
the crunch of those freeze-dried strawberries is something that I will never forget, and it
Mhm.
puts my teeth on edge. Anyway,
But then we get a lot of gags here. Other than the moment of truth, we get the is it a point system or to the death? We get
yeah.
He just gets so.
we get Steve playing in his own shit.
That, so
What did the kid think of that one? Did he understand what was happening there?
as a matter of fact, he did not.
Because they don't explicitly
So-
say it.
No, they don't. So he's throwing the and they're like, ugh, and I'm laughing like a fiend. And he goes, "What's funny?" And I was like,
Oh,
"Buddy, that's not ice cream." A beat. Well, what is it?
you're like, is it time to learn this lesson?
It's either I teach you, I redirect the money going into the college fund. One of the two
Yeah.
things. we do.
Chocolate ice cream sometimes isn't chocolate ice cream.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good lesson to learn.
I wasn't that polite, Aaron. No, it's
No.
poop, bud.
Yeah. And
Then
I'm
he
sure
laughed. Oh yeah,
And
he
he
thought it was great after that.
And
Oh
then
my god, he must have blown his mind. Wait,
Yeah.
Dad, poop? What? To
Oh,
have
you
that
look like
first
the lead.
experience. I told you, it really inspired me. That leak in the
Yes.
boat and me are connected.
Yes.
That
Yes,
leak.
it's such a good one. Like so simple. It's so good.
Great.
It's just that it's screaming. I think I don't know why that is what gets me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Flint going on like his murder spree with the snowballs, where he's literally breaking into somebody's house and like helps the
Terrifying.
kids and the mother. But like they're
Can I
He
tell
has
you
murderer eyes in that.
that might be the hardest I laugh in this entire movie is when he goes on his rampage.
snowball, snowball.
And
And the
he just-
lady's like, ugh.
Yeah, goes
Yeah,
in and
snaps
absolutely
and
murks
focus,
the mom
yeah.
with that snowball. Oh my god.
That's like, okay, he has a little trouble kind of like, doing that.
reining
Like,
it in.
He just
Yeah,
can't modulate at all. And he's just
No.
No.
full tilt, does not understand the rules, and we are all the better for it. Oh god, it's so good.
Yes. And then now I think we get our
Yay.
famous Jello mold scene where he plans a very romantic date for Sam, who loves Jello.
Yeah.
My
I can't remember,
claustrophobia gets me when they dive in and they're just
Oh, in the pool where she
Oh.
is it when she's like stuck and then he
Yeah.
belly flops? And he
Yeah.
just
Oh.
knew
They're
it
both just
hurt.
stuck.
It hurt.
All the
But, like-
interactions with that like substance, like when he first goes in, he does that side turn and then just inserts himself
like,
into
"Tell
the
me."
jello. I was like, what? But I like that they played so much with like that's a different texture. So what kind of like visual stuff can we do with the jello space?
And as being artists that they are, they used reference, and so they just literally showed like them with like Jello molds, like playing Jello, like slamming the Jello, trying to understand. Like, also one thing that they said was very hard was understanding the light
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
because it's like
Oh.
rubbery, right? So then
Yeah.
anytime you would move, the light would need to move. So that was actually really
Yeah.
interesting. But
Hey, it's beautiful and terrifying, like so much in this film.
and of course, just like he did with the ice cream snowball fight, he goes above and beyond. Not only did he make it rain all the Jello, scoop it up, make a giant mold, but then he made her a piano that works. He made her the Venus de Milo with her face and the David with her face on it. He doesn't go, half.
no
No,
half
no half
measures.
measures. No
Yes.
half measures.
I did love the take of Sam when she's deciding if she wants to stay or not. And
Yes.
she just gives the side eye to that Jello exit sign.
Exit sign.
Is
So
this
good.
charming or
good.
terrifying? It's right on the edge.
There is an edge, and I think he went over it, honestly.
100%. And I think it's because he had that. She thought he had that chiseled jawline because we were
Yeah.
about to be at that part.
Oh god, yeah. I forgot. She has not seen it. She's
She
been seeing
thinks
him in a different way.
as somebody who should be wearing glasses, they have a heart-to-heart, and she admits that she was a nerd because she tries to bail out on her passionate description of Jell-O, and so Flint just calls her out on it. Also, him laughing at her being called like Four Eyes, like what?
It's funny. Funny. Flint. He's a mess. He's a mess.
A mess.
He just loved the creativity of the uncreative song. I loved it.
Yes.
It's brilliant.
I too have been bullied and it's terrible. Like, I don't know. Like, but find out she's supposed to be wearing glasses and she doesn't want to put them on, but Flint goes to put them on her. And we see from her vision, which is somebody who has terrible vision, relatable. But like, she thinks he's Mr. Handsome, chiseled jaw, which Bill Hader has the voice, like, that you would think, like, could be coming from that. And she just recoils from him.
Yeah, because his head's like a wedge of cheese.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful reverse reveal.
Yes.
Oh. You do weird stuff and you kind of look weird too. Okay. All right. Okay. I got to do my math again in my head.
And then he makes the scrunchie, like we said, with the
every time.
Terrible mouth noises.
Just that perfect, like, you know, instead of the hair down and the glasses off, glasses on, hair up.
Yep.
With Jell-O.
So
Jell-O
gross.
and hair do not mix.
Oh, horrible. It's horrible.
Disgusting.
He's very impressed with himself, though.
I mean, when you fashion a scrunchie out of Jell-O, you got to be
Oh, yeah.
happy about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he made the Venus de Milo and the Michelangelo with her face on it.
That
Not
too.
creepy at all.
Can't tell him shit. Oh, and I completely forgot the whole bit of him, like, trying to ask her out on the date, where he, like, literally looks up how to talk to girls. Very relatable. Like, and he's, like, narrating, and he's, like, calling, and she's like, hello? And then he just hangs up on her.
Oh, God, he's so bad at it.
Calling again.
The most
He's
relatable
trying.
he's ever been.
Trying
No
so
doubt.
hard.
Yes. Oh, and then we're kind of getting towards, like, our third act, right?
Yeah, this
It's
is the big finale.
The mayor has kind of manipulated, not kind of, the mayor has manipulated Flint into basically doing like a big kind of buffet because the town is going to reopen as Chew and Swallow.
Destination.
This is so bad.
It's disgusting.
And
Gross.
the destination for
Just
cruising.
gross.
Yes, yes.
Nailed the people getting off the boat, though. That's exactly what that looks like.
Yes.
Aaron, you're getting ready. Getting ready. Got to hit that.
Yeah. He's
You
got.
gotta
am
hit
so
that
prepared.
dial.
I am becoming an expert on cruising. So if you have
Yeah.
any questions about
You're the one.
cruising,
Yeah.
give me a call because I have hyper fixated on cruising.
Yeah.
Let's
On a-
compare
on a-
notes. I
on
did
a
the same
boat.
thing when we went in September.
I have, when I tell
This
you,
is boat
my
cruising.
YouTube is ASMR,
Yeah, let's be clear.
Disney,
Let's be real clear.
Cruising.
Boat cruising.
Yeah, on a
Specifically.
boat cruise.
and honestly, I think I found my niche. I'm going to try to be a queer cruise blogger
Hey,
because all there are on YouTube are not wonderfully interesting people giving me information out of a queer lens about cruising. So, anyways, back to meatballs.
Boat cruises. Just, when you say queer and cruising, just want to
Yeah,
make
we
sure.
said
Boat cruises.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just to be clear, that's
very
all,
different
you know.
movie.
Yeah.
Being queer while on a large boat in the sea, that cruising on the boat in the sea.
Boat
Yes.
vacationing.
Boat
Yes.
vacationing.
Ship vacationing.
Yes.
JP, your face was like, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, because we were about to be there, and then you were like queer cruising, and I was like, wait a second.
Okay, we got it. We got to be real. Okay, just got to define our terms. Is
love
what
it.
we got to do. That's
Yes.
all.
Yes.
But I would, as a person who would be in a cruise boat, want to go to a place where food came
Chew
out
and
of the
swallow.
sky.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be happy with the name of the place, but like,
I would not be happy with the name of the place, and that nacho cheese hot tub, disgusting.
oh,
How
When the
you can
guy
make
is like-
something grosser than an actual hot tub?
it
But
was
yeah,
just like
They did it.
complete confidence to swipe up and stick all the tortilla chips. Like this man has been doing this.
Oh
this
yeah,
has
he
been
was the
his plan.
tester.
Ah. It was just such a smooth and also terrifying emotion.
Their
Yes.
ability to get textures accurate and make my skin crawl sometimes, good
Mhm.
for them. But
Yeah.
other times I'm like, now I'm hungry.
Yep. Oh, they got the jelly bean
Yeah.
section,
Jelly bean-
which every time Meg you post a picture of like you eating some other sugary concoction, I just think of Cal with the eyes, the pupils being different, and his teeth being all jelly beans.
teeth.
That's what I think of anytime you post a picture where you're like Pop Rocks, Pixie Sticks, and a soda. I was like,
I'm
I
working
love
on
it. I love it, but that's the image I think of like Cal with the different size pupils and the jelly bean teeth. I was like, this is going to be Meg in 20 minutes.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm trying to hit at a certain level.
Yeah. Yep. And then the machine malfunctions. It starts mutating the food.
Yeah.
It's
Large
getting
hot dog.
and before that it's been getting bigger. His dad
things
tried
have
to
been
tell
getting
him,
bigger,
hey, he's like, the steak is just
The
huge.
steak.
God.
Yes.
When I tell you the steak's just absolutely destroying people
Yes.
in that restaurant, the ruthless restaurant.
Ruthless.
And those things, just brontosaurus steaks coming down from the sky, demolishing tables, wine flying everywhere.
How many?
That-
Slapped by cooked flesh.
That
That's
one
exactly
just
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Ew.
Flap.
was like
Slapped by cooked flesh.
Yeah, I
It was
mean,
like a-
truly.
a side of beef hit that one guy in the head. It was brutal.
Oh my God, what if someone definitely got a meat concussion?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, what's the insurance rate? Like, what's that look like? Like
Are
for
you
hail?
covered for meat violence?
With
Yeah.
Mayor Bruce Campbell, there's no insurance.
No,
There's no insurance.
no.
None.
No
Which is
crying
great. It's
in
great when
baseball.
things start getting like.
No.
I like that build up where it's like things are getting a little too big, and obviously it's working too. Like I thought they set that up really well. We keep
Yeah.
going back to the Flimserver, and it's like, oh, that's no good.
Steve's tapping on the yellow.
Uh,
Like he's
Yeah,
like, oh, it went back to green. Very scientific.
Dangerometer.
Steve knows something's up.
Yeah.
Steve knows.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yep. And does the machine basically? I'm trying to remember. They don't fight yet, do they? Oh,
No.
they fight.
Well, it's when the mayor goes and tries to send the Vegas style buffet through the machine that they
And
start
then-
to fight.
yeah, and that's where he's like,
Yeah.
"It was nice to beat you," and he yells, "That's a radish,"
That's a
and then
radish.
he ruins the
Blows up
the satellite
the
that
membrane.
connects to the Flidsdiffer.
Which is why I have to
Yep.
go up.
Yes. And the Vegas style buffet, and then we get which these I'm assuming are from the book. Then like the pancakes kind of and the Eiffel
That's-
Tower, the spaghetti and meatball
Yep.
tornado. What else?
It becomes everyone's problem now.
Yeah.
Oh, something at the
That is
Great
funny.
Wall, or was that the pancake? What was at the Great Wall? Oh,
It was pancakes, wasn't it?
it was. I thought it was pancakes
Or
with
no,
syrup
yeah,
fall
it
on there.
was. Yeah. I can't remember what the Great Wall was. But the best part about that was the newscaster.
Oh, Al Roker.
Yeah. In a strange
When
pattern,
like,
it's only
smacks her in
hitting
the face.
it's only hitting recognizable cities first, and then all the smaller.
He killed me
Oh,
in the extra thing they do. Like they must have interviewed him briefly, and they were talking about the character designs, and the Mr. T one for Earl killed me, and then the Al Roker one, because Al Roker's was just like a sentence where he's like, yeah, look at that hair, that tight afro, and then just like cut because Al Roker's like bald. The Mr. T one made me laugh because Mr. T's like, he's built like a refrigerator with these tiny chicken legs.
poetry right there.
Mr. T, I think he was my favorite. I think he just stole the show. But anywho, so I digress.
Well, he's
Yes.
hilarious, but he's also like an incredibly warm character. Like he's
Yes.
tough, but he loves his son so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
From the
the
minute we
tear.
met him with my eye is, the eye and the contact lens. My eye is my eye.
Oh.
I am keeping my eye on you. And he's like,
you.
nonsense. And so now they need to go to figure out how they need to fly up there, right, to stop the madness from occurring
Yeah,
while
of
everyone
course.
evacuates, chew and swallow.
And we
Is that
find
when
out more about
that
Manny.
Manny's a pilot?
Manny is
Mhm.
he was a doctor because
Yep.
he treats Cal, and then we find out that he's a pilot.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait,
and
who
the-
did his voice? It's,
Benjamin Bratt.
Yes, that's it. I was like, somebody who's like, no, they got someone known.
Yeah.
Of Miss Congeniality fame, yes.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
And,
That's what I'd remember him from.
yes.
Yep.
And then Brent forces himself
Yeah.
on the trip, even though Flint tries to say there is no room for him.
No, and there isn't. There isn't.
There's really not.
It's not.
There was
There's
not.
not.
Oh, and they send his dad to the lab, which
To
the
use
most
the computer!
relatable thing other than Flint looking up how to talk to girls, this is the most relatable other thing that happened in this movie.
First time I
Yep.
saw that film, when Flint is trying to talk his dad into how to use the computer, I couldn't breathe. He's like, just swipe it across the screen.
Drag it. And he's like
Drag it.
literally with the mouse. He's like on the screen. And then he just knocks everything off of the desk.
I needed oxygen. Like, I was like, I
Uh-huh.
cannot continue this scene right now because it's perfect.
And then after all of that, it's the wrong fucking file.
Oh
That's-
my god.
It's the
That's
stupid cat meme.
The
Perfect.
cherry on top.
Yep.
And I've
Yeah.
not even worked tech. I see pain in Matt's eyes right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you've had almost this exact conversation with people.
yes, family and strangers for a lot of my
Family
life.
and strangers.
I know if I'm getting the phone call or a text, hey, you got 10 minutes? I know. I was like,
Oh,
clear the
crap.
schedule. This is it.
I got 10. I don't got the 3 hours. This is
my
gonna
Do I
take-
drive over there? Just let me drive over there and fix it.
I can't tell you
Yeah,
how many
no.
times. Can you help me do this? Yeah, I'm on my way. I'll just,
Yeah, you're just already like, oh,
Yeah.
time to put the pants on and grab
Yeah.
the keys.
keys
I'll
are in
see
my
you.
hand. Yep,
Kiss the wife and kid goodbye. I'll see you eventually.
yep.
I
I'm
mean,
not
when
back
he
by
came to-
tomorrow. Call the
When he
geek
came
squad.
to help me, it only took an hour, but I also learned how to strip the wire, put it back together myself.
Aaron, that was a much bigger project than, how do I get
Sending
my
an
printer
email.
done, Jam?
Yeah.
That's true.
How do I
Oh,
open this
gosh.
file is my favorite. How do I edit this PDF?
Yeah, the PDF.
Fling me into the sun.
Yes. Good luck, Rather.
Editing a PDF, I don't know.
Just open
Sorry.
one.
Okay, so now we get to the absolute nightmare
Yes.
part of the film. In
Oh,
the,
yeah.
man.
The
Yeah.
best part.
it is fantastic and terrifying how they can make this food into this entire
Ecosystem.
universe. It's a whole I can't even explain it. It's a world where food is everything.
Yeah, it
And
really
it will
does.
try to
It-
kill you.
The chicken are the goons.
Oh,
The rotisserie
my-
chickens are goons.
it's not
The
chickens.
pizza
Rotisserie
squadron?
chickens. Yeah,
The
they
pizza
have
squad.
no heads. Oh my god.
the headless goons.
So
Yeah,
they
they're
kind
fine.
of enter this is the danger cavern, except for it's a satellite full of food.
Yeah, it's become like a blob.
I love
Giant
it.
meatball cavern.
It's like some Cronenberg shit
It really is.
in a kids movie.
Why couldn't she get cut by the candy?
Allergic, which is funny because they talk about that where they're geeking out about food, and she says she likes Jello, and he's like, "Well, peanut butter," and she's like, "Ew, no, I have an allergy." And then he says, "Me too.
too.
And then we get one of my favorite line deliveries from the whole movie, like where she gets they have to lower him down using like the licorice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he has to admit that he lied about having the allergy. And then she kind of like just whispers, "Why did you think lying about an allergy would make you more attractive?" But it's just the way Anna Faris says it is just like, I'm so confounded by you regularly. Like I just
I thought I'd reached a point of understanding with you, Flint, but no.
Nope.
Okay,
So
so
it's peanut
we have to
brittle.
talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep.
have to talk about Brent and these rotisserie chickens. They're like, if I remember correctly, are they like crawling on the walls too?
Yes.
They were.
Like,
They're
Yeah,
It's
doing
like
it.
on the ceiling.
They're like the
rotisserie
aliens.
chickens, but moving like they are still sentient, and they converge around. Because Brent has like a hero moment because he's like, "I'll
And
take
he
care
ripped
of them."
he ripped the tracksuit off. It's just
Yeah.
you know,
Back in the
baby
diaper.
Brent in the diaper,
Just-
ready to risk it all.
and it gets pretty dark because it looks like he is eaten by a rotisserie chicken.
Almost
from the
immediately.
top. Like it like
Yeah.
engulfs him. Yeah.
That's terrifying. Like, how does it even happen? Do rotisserie
No.
chickens have mouths? Apparently they do.
This one does.
It was like a reverse alien thing because they're crawling around on the wall. Then he gets eaten, and then he chest bursts the chicken.
Yeah.
Ish,
He
because he comes up
becomes-
through
And
the
he
neck,
does he flaps
And
the
then
wings.
like-
Like, uh-oh.
runs through the wings.
Did you see,
Uh-oh.
like, he becomes like chicken
Yeah.
Brent is born before our very eyes, and it's terrifying and beautiful, like a real birth.
Yeah.
It's a
And
symbiotic
a
relationship
gooey.
with the chicken, and I'm confused by it. But
Yeah.
The,
That's
the
like, is the chicken still in
texture.
there? Is he a symbiote? Is it a symbiote? Is he Venom now? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
guess.
how this works.
poultry venom.
Is he Venom? Is he Jadzia Dax? Like what type of relationship?
Oh, is this a Trill situation?
Is it
He
the
has
Trill?
the memories of the chicken now.
That's what I'm saying. Like does he know how to be a chicken Brent? And also, how greasy is he, having just eaten chicken wings and chicken Brent flavored?
That's
It's where,
yeah.
He only has the memories of the rotisserie chicken.
yeah.
So just a lot of spinning.
A lot of spinning.
Yeah, just being spun.
Yeah. So and that's a nightmare. And then we have the gummy bears attacking Steve on the plane. And we have almost like this like Twilight Zone situation of a gremlin on the wing of the plane, except for it's these gummy bears.
Yeah, and it's like what, and the music changes, and it looks like it's like la da da da
Yeah,
da,
it
kind
looks-
of makes
oh
it
my
like
God,
it's dreamlike.
Yeah.
And Steve
but
goes
not
out
for
there
Steve.
and murders them all.
Yeah.
Absolute
brutally.
carnage.
It's not a dream for Steve, it's a nightmare, and he's gonna end it.
And he puts the head of one onto the body of another, and then he flings it into the jet engine.
He commits war crime.
Yeah.
After pulling a Kano and just ripping the heart out of one and just eating it
He
and
found
screaming.
out where the heart of a gummy bear is. He instinctively knew.
No.
Yeah, no, he's vicious. That's why monkeys make me nervous.
Yeah. I would not hang out with a monkey for that reason. Exactly. I agree.
Steve.
This is Steve. Which
Yeah.
is just amazing. Every time, I'm like, the way they play it, and all of a sudden it becomes like this thriller moment. And it's amazing.
Yes.
And
And then then the gummy bear disintegrates like into sparkles. Like
It's still beautiful.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And then is that when we cut back and then they get to it's like the peanut brittle
Yeah.
where
Which how wicked. Like it's like a peanut brittle defense mechanism.
yep.
Because they have to like be lowered into like the core.
Yep.
That's all
The
peanut
center
butter
of
pearl
it.
spikes. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm like, oh, I see. Oh, because she's allergic.
She's allergic. He's not allergic. He's a liar, liar, pants ablaze. And then they lower him down on the Twizzler. They have a heart to heart where she's trying to say, you know, we'll live underground and wear bacon as clothes, and it'll be fine.
She's willing to accept this
Yeah.
new reality.
Yeah, and she's unfortunately nicked herself on one of the peanut
Oh,
brittle
God.
pieces, and so she's starting to have an allergic
Blown up.
reaction. And Anna
Yeah.
Faris, to make the allergy voice, literally just mushed her cheeks like this while she talked.
Awesome.
That does
Very
make
effective.
sense.
Yeah.
I am
She's not doing so
having. Yeah.
She's not doing good.
I'm not
No.
doing so good.
No, she needs the
Yeah.
EpiPen. And this
Oh
is
my
2009, I think, before they cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, this was pre Joe Manchin's daughter. So yeah.
Let me tell
So
you.
chicken Flint bites. He bites the Twizzler rope
Oh,
to fly down in
yes,
there and kind of
dramatic.
sacrifice
It's a very
himself.
dashing
And
move.
chicken Brent, shows up to get Sam back to
Yeah.
the plane so that Manny can give her the EpiPen. And then we have Flint versus the Flintstimifer, and
You're
he's
getting better
doing
every
it.
time.
Yeah, it's a little stealth mission. It's a little stealth
Yeah.
mission. Now
Yeah.
he's pretending he's a hot dog.
Oh my
He's
God.
hiding in
Oh
the
my
olive
God.
top.
This movie, like every time you're like, well, they can't like surprise me visually anymore.
Yeah.
They do that. Like they're just constantly something strange and awesome happening on screen.
Yes, and then that thing is terrifying because it's like all seeing. We know our boy's in it. And then what? Oh, he finally gets the file from the dad. He gets up there, he plugs in the USB, and it's our cat video. Back at it again.
It's like, bravo.
Love it.
But, he's able to defeat it with his first ever invention, spray
Yes!
on shoes.
Spray
You
on
put
shoes.
on a
What a
coat.
great-
You put on a coat.
That's circles right back around.
Yep.
Turns out he'd invented it, just not for that original purpose.
Just like Silly Putty.
Yep.
Yeah, like all best inventions. That's
Just like
not what I
Teflon.
meant to do. I left
And
the
yet,
top
here
off
we
in
are.
penicillin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the thing blows up, and he's like doing his whole free fall.
It's the Luke Skywalker free fall.
Yeah. Oh, and then while all of this is happening, they're all evacuating, and the mayor
Oh my
said, "See you later, suckers," and stole one of their boats, but he immediately started eating it.
The
I
peanut
know,
butter and jelly
fantastic.
sandwich boat.
The peanut butter jelly. And then Earl is like, him and his wife are running, Cal falls off, and the avalanche that started because of the cherry on top. Garbage.
Yes, I forgot.
He's running, and then he just throws his son like a football to his
Yeah.
wife.
Like this little kid, like the kid's a perfect shape to be tossed.
Oh
To
yeah.
be honest. Yeah.
Yes.
So-
What a good spiral on that kid.
Yeah.
So in that moment, Milo looks at me and goes, "Is the dad gonna die?" I'm like,
Oh.
it's
He's
not that
already
kind of
sensing-
movie, bud.
Yeah.
I
But
promise,
he's
it's
already
not that kind of
sensing
movie.
it. He's already
But he
sensing
knew.
it. That,
It was like it was a
Yeah.
tense moment. He was like,
Yeah.
"Are we gonna make it out?" Edge of the seat, and they
Aw.
do. They get to the water in time, and then
I loved all the like sandwich boats and stuff, and like I thought it was just
Yes.
such great design.
Yep.
And that is from the book. I remember the
There's sandwich boats.
sandwich boats.
Nice. And then what? They come back for their like victory lap, and everyone's okay, right? Flint hugs it. Oh, they have their big talk, and his dad tries to tell him again how proud of Flint he is, but because he can't speak anything but fishing metaphors,
Yeah. Oh
Sam
God.
puts
Yes.
the monkey thought translator
monkey thought
onto the
translator
dad,
on
who
it.
has the
Brilliant.
clearest, most thoughtful, heartfelt, speech
Yeah.
about his son.
I forgot. I love that part. She's like, you just need to translate your dad.
Yep.
That was so
Yep.
sweet. Yes. There we
Oh,
go.
and did they kiss?
Yes, they did the weird
The
mouth
because
and
it's-
Oh,
foot
yeah.
kiss,
they had to blow their cheeks up because they don't. Yeah, bunch
Yeah.
of weirdos. What a bunch of nerds.
But the thing is, she knew how to do it. She was just doing that because that's how he thought he had to do it,
Yeah.
Aw.
which is adorable.
Yes.
Kinda weird,
Weirdos in love
yeah.
is always sweet.
Indeed.
Passionate weirdos in love.
Which
That's
was the
our
original
tag.
title of this movie.
God,
Yep.
it's such a cute, fun film with unexpected nightmare imagery.
Yeah. It's really got it all.
Just the way
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like them.
Yeah. Just a little scared of rotisserie chickens now. If there's like more than one around, where are they? Do I have eyes on all
Anytime
the
you walk into
rotisserie chickens?
Wegmans, you're like, "There's too many," or Costco
Check
when
the
they're.
walls, the ceiling.
Did they escape?
I did get nervous. There were none on the rack at Costco earlier. I was like, wait, what?
Oh shit! They're free. Oh no, they're loose.
Yeah. And I will say, I mean, right after I mean, that movie's so good. And then they go on to just build on it with the Lego movie.
God, yeah,
The Jump Street movies.
Yep.
yeah. They like taking like a genre piece and just mixing it up in a fresh way.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too.
Also the sequel. You're right. Yep.
Yes.
When
Yep.
the dad is just fishing on the boat with pickles.
Pickles.
He's like, I didn't think this is where I'd end up in my life.
But this
Yes.
is where I am. Flynn Woo.
One of the pickles is just eating the chump. It's
I think it was
Very.
definitely the weirdest animated movie that came out that year. I looked to see what else had come out because, like I said, I was preaching about this one. But it was a really busy year for animated films. We had Up,
Yeah.
Oh,
Coraline.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, there
Those
was
are hard hitters.
Mr.
yeah,
Fox.
Princess and the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh,
Princess
shit.
and the
Oh.
Frog was that year.
I was
Wow,
gonna say 09
everyone
was
is
Princess
coming
and
out
the Frog.
swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That terrible Robert Zemeckis Christmas Carol.
There was a Wonder
I-
Woman movie that did pretty well with Kerry Russell and Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion.
That was
That
a
one
fun
was
one.
good. Yeah.
Astro Boy, which was also terrible.
Nope.
But there were some goodies. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, it was a busy year for animated films. I didn't watch Mary and Max. I didn't watch. I think Matt loves 9, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This was the big animated year for us when we were going to the movies. I think I saw 9 at the theater with Matt, with our Anomaly dads. I saw this. I saw Cloudy with a How to Train Your Dragon.
Coraline.
Coraline. Yeah. Yeah. We were constantly watching cartoons at the movie that year.
Okay.
All of them good.
Yeah.
So it was a good year. Oh, Ponyo came out that year.
Oh, yep.
I was gonna say it was a big
Good, you
year. 'Cause
forgot
I
to give
remember I was in college, towards the end of my college career, and I was losing my mind. I remember that.
Yeah, it was like Tangled came out or somewhere around there too.
Was it the next
before
year?
or the
It was
year after?
2010, right? Yeah,
Wow.
because I think
Yeah.
it was like that winter.
Because
of
that's
2010.
when I graduated.
And who could forget Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel?
The Squeakquel. How dare you?
It added a new word to our vocabulary.
Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't even watch the first one.
What I
Squeak,
like
squeak
about-
on, squeak squeaker.
What I like about Alvin and the Chipmunks 2, the Squeakquel, is it gave us something that we could go with instead of Electric Boogaloo
Electric
when we
Boogaloo.
talk about
There we
sequels.
go. I was just about. It gave us the other sequel
Yep.
joke. Yes. Yes.
Just when Electric Boogaloo got old, we got the Squeakquel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder
Yep.
what'll be next.
Faster Furiouser, I feel like, is the next one.
Furious there.
Yes.
Family. Quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, what are they gonna call like the next 2 of those Fast and Furious? That's supposed to be the end, but it's really probably still not gonna be the end.
They're called. Listen, get your ass to the theater. You're gonna watch it. The movie.
I think the funniest thing about that was, I think during the pandemic or like right before the pandemic, right? Vin Diesel and The Rock, who have similar personalities of I'm the biggest and baddest and I can't take, X number of hits and I'll never lose. We're in a fight because The Rock decided to do that Hobbs movie, Hobbs and
Yeah.
Shaw.
right.
And Vin Diesel was like, the family, we're doing 10 of these movies and 10 is it. And then jokes on all of us because the 10th movie is 3 movies. And The Rock is coming back because he had to take that L and
I was gonna say, because
after Black Adam.
he
So-
ate
Yeah,
shit on
man.
Black Adam, so now
But
Guess
they're
what?
talking
I'm
about-
back.
Yeah.
Oh, he ate shit
"Ah,
twice,
we
'cause-
watched it.
yeah, Black Adam did nothing, and then Young Rock got canceled, and it was like, oh, nobody likes
It
me
did.
anymore.
But now they're still talking about casting him as Kratos if they do God of War. Leave it alone. The man plays one character when Dave Bautista and John Cena are both right there.
Right there.
But Batista's been lobbying for Gears of War, and that's what he should really do. He'd be
Oh,
great
yeah,
in Gears of War.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just have to say this, John Cena. How dare you be a good actor? Okay, I loved.
Got me.
I love going like I
Yeah.
don't like him as a wrestler. He's boring. I know he does
Yeah.
good stuff. It turns out he's an amazing actor, and he's broken my heart. And how dare he?
Dare
It's a
you?
Peacemaker character with Peacemaker. I'm
Who
so
had-
upset.
Yeah, who pissed
Yeah.
me off so bad. I was cussing out during the Suicide Squad. I
Right?
wanted him dead. And then
Right?
Peacemaker comes out, and I was like, now you already got me from the jump with this little opening with the
Oh,
dance. And now
right?
It's so
Oh no, now
goddamn
I
good.
care about Peacemaker deeply.
Yeah.
it's like, there's his, you got me.
Damn you,
Oh,
John
oh,
Cena.
fuck. I do see you. I see you all the time.
And you want to know something else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bautista rescues pit bulls.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rescues pit bulls.
And
No.
he also covered the tattoo because he was a fighter, and the guy on his team was like homophobic, and I think Batista's mom is a lesbian, and
Mhm.
so he
Correct.
He was like,
got the
"Uh-uh."
tattoo covered, said "F
Yep.
you out of
loved
my
it.
life."
He's a solid guy.
Yeah.
Pit bulls.
Pit
Like,
bulls.
just
I
Period.
got it.
Got it.
And I know it wasn't his choice, but all the fashions in Glass Onion, he's pulled them off.
He was
Mwah.
so good in that. Everyone
Swimming
was
with
just
a
having
gun.
fun. Everyone was
Oh,
just
God.
having fun in that movie.
I know he
Yeah.
didn't make the choices for those clothes because his clothes in real life are fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll ask Ryan Johnson. They're like, hey, what's that stuff's probably just sitting in a closet. Send it to him.
Can you please
Send
dress
it
Dave?
to him.
Because like he's still walking around with bedazzled jeans like it's
Yeah.
2010. Like
And
You know
Ed
what?
Hardy t-shirts.
He's not
Yeah.
He
trying
likes
to
what he
improve.
likes. He
Yeah.
says, "I am who I am."
Yeah, I don't gotta impress anybody. That's right, pal.
he likes
You
what he
know.
likes, and he
Yeah.
likes dressing like Paris Hilton in 2008.
Yep.
It's fine.
I mean,
Good for
that
you.
was a look.
Good for
Yep.
you.
That's
So
coming back
this-
again. But anywho,
yeah.
now we're
Yeah.
done. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
As always, we stick the landing here at Anomaly Presents. This has been Anomaly Presents Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Thank you for hanging out with us both on Twitch and on your podcast app of choice. We do have a film festival. Before I
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that,
Yeah, that thing.
I would like to talk about another thing that we've got going on.
Yes.
Much
It's
sooner.
an event much sooner.
Much sooner.
Yeah.
On July 23rd at the Little, you are in for a treat. If you're watching on Twitch right now, I've got a little poster up. It's on thelittle.org/Wakaliwood. It's the Wakaliwood double feature. We've got two films. We've got a documentary about a genre of action films from Uganda called Wakaliwood. They are bonkers action movies. They are so much fun. It's kind of like a mixtape with all of your favorite action beats, huge explosions, all computer generated, all off of a CD-ROM of explosions and stuff like that. Fantastically fun characters, narrated by kind of a DJ kind of situation. They're a blast. They're so much fun. We're showing Who Killed Captain Alex is the Wakaliwood film, and then it's Once Upon a Time in Uganda, which is a documentary about these films. So we're going to run the documentary first at 6 p.m. on July 29th. We're going to give you a little break so you can go out and grab some more popcorn, grab yourself a drink, and settle in for Who Killed Captain Alex. It is absolutely a blast. It's the most fun you'll have in a theater on a Saturday night. And I'm
For
saying that
$13.
for $13. I'm saying that in the summer where we get Barbieheimer, and you're still going to have a great time at
Yeah.
Hollywood. You know, I would say, you know, instead of going to see Indiana Jones, go see the Hollywood double feature and pay half as much and have twice as much fun. So that's coming up July 29th. Be there or be square. It's something that you will not see really anywhere else. And Anomaly is bringing it to you with our friends at the Little.
Yeah.
You know what else we're doing at the Little? It's a film festival.
Yeah.
It's a dessert topping. It's the Anomaly Film Festival.
It's a floor cleaner.
It's November 8th through 12th, 2023 at the Little Theater. AnomalyFilmFest.com for all the details and passes and some cool merch too.
Yeah. Underhands and overhands. Thanks, Aaron.
I'll put her on the spot. This person right here designed our merch, and it's amazing.
Amazing.
I'm feeling blamed.
No, you should feel
No.
appreciated
Honored.
Thank
and
you.
honored because it's a badass shirt, a badass
is.
hoodie.
Thank you.
Only available during the pre-order here.
Yeah.
Get your hoodie, get your t-shirt, get your pass, and get ready for our 5th festival. 5 times the fun, 5 times the joy.
Yeah.
It's there's so much we've got going on. We've added an extra day.
Yeah. 5 times the tentacles, which for other Matt is real rough, but he's allowing us to go as tentacly as we want for you, the audience. So this is the year we're putting them all out there.
I would like to say this is not a hentai festival. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
mean,
the
we
collateral.
haven't totally
That there's
programmed it yet, though. So
that's true. It's not 100%
let's leave that
programmed yet.
space there.
But we're 80% sure this is not going to be a hentai related festival.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make me look that up? Is that somehow this is gonna be an AO3 trip?
Absolutely. Hi.
KP, please don't.
That's fine.
And I guess we'll leave you with that for this week. Thank you very much for joining us,
Yeah.
and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of the Lunchador Podcast Network.